What do? I hate cleaning my camera sensor. I hate it. And I don't mind admitting this to you. Now, the reason is that I cleaned a sensor once and it was worse after cleaning than it was before. I had to get someone to sort this out, and I said to myself, never again. More on that in a little while. And I rarely change lenses, which is a great way of protecting my camera sensor from bad stuff. Because every time you change a lens, you're increasing the chance of getting dust on your sensor. If we think about it, if you never change a lens, your sensor isn't exposed to dust, is it? But that's just not a sensible approach, is it? We have to be able to use all our lenses. That's the whole point of having a DSLR, isn't it? Getting back to what I do. I check every photo I edit for dust spots. And I do this in Lightroom. And in Lightroom, you can quickly remove dust spots. And that's why this isn't a huge issue for me. I don't need to worry about cleaning my sensor because I very rarely get stuff on it. But that's me, and I'm fortunate, I know, but it's not a big problem. Sometimes I need to change lenses on a construction site. This does happen. And if I have to do this, I'm just going to find the least dusty place possible and change my lens there. So I'll find this least dusty place, whatever that might be, and I'll change the lens, and I'll do all the things that I told you about. And I might even change my lens inside my camera bag just to reduce the chances of getting any dust on my sensor. Because if I don't have to remove dust spots when I'm editing, it's one less thing to do, isn't it? And if I do this, I'm going to give the inside of the bag a good old clean when I get home. Because I can't avoid working in dusty environments with the work I do. So I have to have things in place that help me to change lenses when I need to. And I've also cleaned the rear lens mount, the lens mount on the camera body, and the caps that go on both, the body cap and the rear lens cap. I always keep these clean as well because they can get bits of dust on them as well. And I never leave the camera sensor or the rear lens element exposed. They're always covered. Now, I've mentioned before about taking the photograph of the white wall out of focus, maximum aperture, blah, blah, blah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this with my camera. I'm going to put the photos on the podcast website so you can see what I'm talking about. That's photographyexplainedpodcast.com. Just go to the episode page and the photos will be roughly where I'm speaking now, because that's where you can find the script as well. Hopefully you'll find that helpful and what I'm going to do. I know I said this last episode, didn't I? I'm going to clean the sensor, and I didn't. But I'll do this because this is what I do actually do. So I'm going to take a photo of a white wall, show you the dust spots on my sensor, do the blower brush thing, and hopefully you can see the difference. Right, that's work for me to do. And I only get the sensor clean when I have to, which I haven't done for quite a few years now. So I'll be interested to see how clean my sensor is. That's going to be revealing, isn't it? And I'm very, very careful. My cleaning regime is cheap and simple, but very effective. It's the being careful bit that helps me reduce the dust and other bad stuff getting to my camera sensor. And the occasional test shot to check my sensor is nice and clean helps as well. And that's what I do. That's all I do, which isn't that much, is it? Well, it's not a lot, really. Again, prevention, better than cleaning. That could be a strapline, couldn't it?